Bueno, colegui. Parece que voy concentrándome en las garras y lo voy jodiendo. A ver si se puede. Bueno, ya he saltado otra vez, cada vez que salta te quita media vida. Puedo resucitarlo, antes resucita uno, lo que pasa es que tengo que esperar un poco. Si te pones en la mano no te da zarpazo, parece. Uy, ¿ya está con la cabeza solo? Ah, no, la pata también ya está. A ver si puedo resucitar a este ya. Porque si no, sí. La gente que ha muerto es esta. No me deja. Me acabo de enterar ahora porque este es el primer ataque que me jodió tanto como para tener que resucitar. El otro me jodió también. El de los 3 skills, eso, los alienígenas, pero no tanto como este. Y eso que es menos nivel. A ver, esta ya tendría que poder. Pero ya no se puede. Madre mía. He ganado por los pilos.
All right. Looks like the probe is up and running.
Now data from this area can be uploaded to FrontierNav.
It wouldn't have been possible without your help.
No kidding. The rumors don't do your team justice.
Don't sell yourselves short. It was your team as much as ours that saw this mission through.
Eso es mentira y lo sabe.
Tatsu definitely gets similar vibe from these two.
Was that all you needed then?
Yes, we're all good now. We'll finish a few calibrations and then head back.
All right, team. Move out.
Yes, ma'am.
Dice yes, ma'am. De sí, señora, no de vámonos ya. Pues voy a guardar ya. Que me ha costado un huevo. Matarme al cabrón ese. Vamos a cambiar de clase. Nivel 47, vale. Bueno, coleguis. Pues me voy a transportar a las brigadas. En el distrito administrativo. A ver qué se cuentan. Ya estamos por aquí. ¿Dónde estáis?
What? Lau came back after we left?
Classic timing, huh? We told him all about how you saved the day. All he said was be sure to thank him.
Then he wandered off again to who knows where.
Never a dull moment with that one.
That's how it should be. Better than the alternative, anyway.
I hear you. I haven't forgotten how he was when we first got here.
What do you mean?
Lau's skills as a pathfinder are pretty special. They're going to help humanity carve out a life here on Mira. But he didn't board the White Whale because he thought he was useful.
He did it so he could get his wife and daughter on the ship. He thought his abilities would permit his family passage, but...
¿Pero qué?
They didn't make it on board.
Right. War hit right before he would have summoned them.
Oh.
Those were some dark days for him. Lao was empty. Like his soul was just gone. I don't know what he's been doing lately, but whatever it is, it gives him purpose. It's good to see him living again.
Not that it makes getting left behind any easier.
I've told you 100 times already. If you had better skills, Lao wouldn't need to worry so much.
Yeah.
You guys really do love him, don't you?
But no one loved their leader more than Team Tatsu love Elma. No one!
Reconocimiento del segmento.
I see.
Bueno, coleguillas, vamos a las barracas. A ver qué hay por ahí. Y empezamos la misión. Barracón. Padres e hijos, nivel 50. 2 gotas de agua, 47. Amigos para siempre, 22. Eso lo puede hacer. Pero prefiero hacer la principal. Vamos para allá. Bueno, colegui, ya estamos por aquí. Vamos a ver. Joder, con el CD. Miembros activos. Siempre igual, no sé para qué me dice que es CD. Si luego lo puedo poner otra vez. Venga ya. Materia oscura. Hay materia oscura. ¿Qué la quieren? ¿De fósil? ¿De fuel, que diga? De fósil fuel iba a decir. Eso los he visto yo, mola. Están en una cueva por ahí, no me acuerdo dónde. Tienen los ojos brillantes como los de la película esa, del planeta que se oscurece. ¿Por qué atacan solo a estos? Hostia, se los han cargado todos, hay miles. Una especie de cráter con una esquela alienígena. Uy, qué garra.
Even our skills are powerless before them.
Esta es la
Continuing to
pulpo.
persist here is meaningless. It will only serve to thin our ranks.
After all this time, we've finally found a clue that may lead us
¿Esto
to
qué es,
the
un
Great
sapo?
One.
¿Qué es eso del grande?
With respect, the phenomenon space surrounding this planet is only 800 exodents in diameter. 3 days at light speed is more than enough to scour it thoroughly. If the Great One or the Samar Federation homeland were here, don't you think we would have found something by now?
El grande, que es la nave donde iba el presidente o algo.
It's one thing to engage the enemy all the way out near that forsaken chunk of rock they call Earth. But then to be swallowed up by that strange light and dumped off here in this primordial hellhole? Are we cursed? And trapped with humans of all things.
Luz extraña, que
It's
luz
like some
extraña.
sick joke. If someone told me this was death, I'd believe them.
all the more reason to persist. We must retrieve it if we ever hope to escape the confines of this phenomenon.
Los fenómenos eran la luz esa extraña que los trajo aquí. Pero ¿por qué no se pueden ir si su nave vuela?
I bring news.
Really? And he can be trusted? Most interesting.
Un traidor.
Yes, a most interesting proposal indeed.
Respira como por branquias.
What should I whip up today?
Asado. No, estofado mejor.
That is a great idea.
Lindley, what is Lindley making?
Beef braised in wine. Hey, Tatsu, why don't you relax and take a bath before dinner? Got one all ready for you.
Tatsu loved nice and hot bath before eating. If Lindley used bath salts, color and smell is lovely, just like it. Lindley, this is not bathtub. This is pot of boiling wine.
Little Spud's smarter than he looks. I suppose I'm just gonna have to use regular old beef instead.
Lindley is not funny. Lindley is not funny.
Okay, everyone, let's eat.
Uy, con papas y perejil. Esto tiene ya buena pinta. Ahora deja el plato de ser hondo.
That was a meal. I'm impressed, Lynn. My team could learn a thing or two.
I'm glad you liked it.
But you didn't stop by just for a meal,
Joder,
did
aquí
you?
viene a comer todo el mundo.
No. You know me, Elma. It's about a job.
It would seem to us the good sir would like to pick our brain. Of course, we will gladly let him in one ear and out the other.
Almost, Elle. Almost that time.
Oye, sordos que nos da igual.
An alien mech? What type?
No idea. It doesn't match anything on record as far as I can tell.
Será el que está en el
No
cráter
one's
de los
seen
bichos
anything like
ese.
it. It looks abandoned too. Totally ripe for the picking.
Oh, man, you're giving me goosebumps.
Right? It's located here.
That's pretty deep in Noctilum. No wonder you wanted to talk to Elle.
Exactly. But here's the rub. The ganglion are after it too. From what we can tell over Frontier Nav, they've gone after it several times already.
Si es donde están los bichos esos, está ahí en el cráter ese. Y lo he visto, pero no podía hacer nada con él.
That's tainted land.
Tainted? Doesn't sound good.
They are savage beasts, ferocious, insatiable.
He's talking about these.
We didn't run into anything like that in Nocturne, did we?
The tainted are territorial. They only dwell deep within a specific part of the forest there. Although it doesn't seem right to even call it a forest.
Está en una
anymore.
cueva, pero tengo el teletransporte dentro de la cueva esa.
Because the tainted devour any and all living things, apart from other tainted, that is.
You mean even mighty Tatsu not safe?
Indeed, you would be swallowed whole. The tainted would make no bones about you, I'm afraid.
Interesting.
No puedo.
It must be formidable to be defeating a ganglion over and over.
But if what Elle says is true, it could work in our favor.
Our bodies are artificial mins. If the Tainted don't perceive us as living things, we might be safe.
Let's back up a sec. Have you reported all this to the commander? Our top priority above all else is the rescue suite for the life form. Are you suggesting we set that aside to try and recover this mech?
Exactly. Commander Vandam is why I'm here. specifically requested I enlist your team. It's just as you say. There's no time for us to screw around. And we still absolutely need to find the Lifehold. But remember, the fact is we're also dealing with hostile Xenos here. Xenos destroyed Earth and want every last one of us dead. Xenos who also seem to want this mech, and desperately.
And if it's that important to them?
Right. What if it's a secret weapon, powerful enough to tip the scales?
Feels like a bit of a long shot, to be honest. But okay. Even if we can't use it, we should at least keep it from the ganglion. Count us in. Any objections?
No, ma'am.
Glad to hear.
But if we're going to take this on, we'll need to keep it quick.
Roger that. Elle and Tatsu, you hang back. Unlike us, Tainted will target you guys for sure.
Oh, most considerate of you, good sirs.
Oh, Lindley! Lindley care about Tatsu after all!
Well, of course. After all this time watching over you and fattening you up, I'm not about to let my prize turkey go to some rabid indigents.
Claro, estás cebándote para luego matarte como un gorrinillo.
Everybody set?
Yes, sir. Ready to go.
Someone's excited.
Just doing my job.
Speaking of which, it's pretty amazing you made White Whale crew at your age. You have family here?
My mom and dad passed away. They didn't make it.
That day? The attack on Earth?
No, sir. It was before that. An accident.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. My parents were both design engineers who worked on the White Whale project. But there was a mishap with the primary engine test. Still, it's thanks to them and people like them that the rest of us are all still here, you know? They made the White Whale spaceworthy, so they didn't die in vain. At least, that's what I like to think.
I see. So they gave you a spot on the White Whale to say thanks. Thanks to your parents for all their hard work.
It's a debt I try to repay every day, helping out folks any way I can.
Don't misunderstand, Lau. Lynn earned her spot on the crew like anyone else. It was her talent and determination that made it happen.
Claro, es la
Her
mejor.
parents' positions provided an environment for her to learn in, but that's it. Lynn got to where she is now entirely on her own.
It's okay, Elma.
No, she's right. Sometimes I talk before thinking. Sorry about that.
Don't be silly. You don't need to apologize to me, sir. Now, shall we get going?
Bueno. Bueno, vamos para allá. Vamos a... Noctilum. No puedo mostrar el mapa aquí. A la cueva. Bueno, ya estoy en la cueva. Abajo se baja un sitio que no se puede volver. Uy, escena. Pues cuando estuve aquí me atacaron todos.
This means we're getting close.
Yeah, it's just ahead.
Elma?
Relax. They won't bother us if we don't bother them.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but...
Se atacan, sí. Arqueología. Este de aquí adelante ya me lo... que mantener la distancia, que aquí llego a tener hasta 8 o 10 ahí. Bueno, voy a terminar el vídeo aquí, que este juego no se puede pausar, y ahora empiezo otro.